4, 3, 2, 1.
A result in this game will put pressure on Odisha and Interkashi to go all out in the next one, especially if Goa win. It's a tough group to get out of. A lot of people are calling this the toughest group as well. 3 ISL teams and Interkashi who are very expressive in the way they go forward. Talking about going forward, here's Noah Sadawi. First cross comes in towards Boris.
FC Goa gets firing right away, showing their intentions. Noah Sadawi, as always, in the thick of action. Puts in a decent cross in, but couldn't manage to find Boris on that occasion.
Lots of responsibility on Javi Hernandez, Bengaluru's number 10, to create opportunities and openings. Here's Boris skipping away from a couple of challenges. Damjanovic tried to stop him. Boris just bounced off him.
Good opportunity for Rohit Danu as well against an experienced FC Goa side to prove himself. A lot of expectations from him, but he needs to get more consistent with his performance.
Losing out to Jay Gupta, picked up by Noah Sadawi. Carl McHugh. Jay Gupta is looking for Rainier.
Early test for BFC's defense. An extra bit of challenge for BFC in the absence of Ryan Williams, who picked up the red card in the last game because of dissent, an argument with the referee at half-time. Hence, Rohit Danu included in the starting 11.
He got a lot of opportunities under Manolo Marquez, Rohit Danu. Picked up quickly by Bengaluru when he was available. Ending his time with Hyderabad. Talking about Hyderabad, Yasir is available for Goa on the bench.
Mohammad Yasir, of course, reunited with Manolo. And the coach showing his belief in that player. Hasn't got the opportunity yet, wasn't played in the last game, but hopefully today.
Great option to have, given that Brandon can be slightly injury prone throughout the course of the season. Yasir can fit in at number 10 or cut in from the right flank, where Boris is operating as a starter today.
Sheraton was making that overlapping run, but cut out. There, Rainier.
Excellent display last night from Mumbai City and their youngsters against Punjab. Ayush Chikara getting a couple. Young Lodgem scoring the winner. Here's Noah. Carlos Martinez draws a good save.
Good reactions from Sahil. Keeps his team in the game. Quite easily connected there. Carlos Martinez found himself unmarked, and early signs of caution for BFC.
Yeah, I love that kind of service, Carlos Martinez. And back into the 11 after that injury to Victor. Retrace ball in, left by Noah. And well left because it came off a Bengaluru player in the end.
Bengaluru 45 and Goa 41. 3 years old.
Another corner once again near post. Nice little flick on from Carl McHugh. O'Day.
Cleared there by Fanai, who's got the start today instead of Weendorp, struggling with injury. It could be a long injury layoff for him.
Well picked up by Javi Hernandez, but then quickly stopped, and a good recovery from Rainier. Goa winning the ball back in important areas, not really allowing Bengaluru to get into their half. Joy Gupta with a slip, Halicharan. Down the right, only one to aim for. Very frustrated with himself.
He's also not been able to pick up his form in BFC colours. He looked really impressive with Hyderabad, but hasn't been able to produce that kind of quality this season for BFC. Good to see Dheeraj in goal, getting a start ahead of Arshdeep, who's a regular in the ISL for FC Goa.
No, nothing. Perfect.
Great reaction on social media as well to the heroics of Peter Kratke's youngsters. We keep coming back to that because it's important in this kind of cup competition. And that exposure to youngsters, and especially when they stand out, have the trust of head coaches. This is a tough group though. And Manolo Marquez just trying to secure 3 more points with a strong lineup. Bengaluru almost forced into playing a slightly younger side.
But this is a platform for the youngsters to prove themselves. You've got to grab those opportunities with both hands when they come to you. And that's exactly what Mumbai City youngsters are doing. Ayush Chikara in particular, of course Lotcham also getting on the score sheet last night. But great character shown by the youngsters as well. Punjab FC constantly tested them, took a lead twice, but Mumbai City fought back.
Noah stopped well and not happy with the way Shankar stopped him. Just has to be careful about those reactions early in the game. Referees are clamping down on that kind of a reaction, on dissent. And over the last few weeks, and especially in the ISL as well, that clampdown has resulted in players now not facing off against referees. You can't really do that these days. Slightly high foot. Harsh says he got the ball.
But he did catch Boris as well. Don't think he got any ball. In fact, just a warning from Harsh. In fact, got the yellow card for that tackle.
He has to be careful now in the middle of the park, facing off against Carl McHugh, Rattray and Rainier. You want to have that one challenge in the bank and you don't want to spend it so early, but he has. Sahil forced into an early save after a shot from Carlos Martinez. A couple of corners as well that he's had to deal with and arrange his defense for. Rainier. Rainier has some space, can shoot as well, Rainier.
Couldn't get the connection though. But PFC players just backing off, no one really pressing, putting any pressure on him, giving him a chance to take a shot on target. Although missing this time, but again, questions of the defense. That's been an issue for BFC. You need to press tight, especially as the opponent get closer to your defensive third.
I'm trying to poke it forward. Fanai. Goa haven't beaten Bengaluru in 5 games now. 3 draws and 2 losses in that time. So they're due a result against the Blues. And given that they are without the likes of Gurpreet, Chetri, Suresh. A big test for Bengaluru this. A test of squad depth as they look to replace some players as well. Curtis Main no more part of BFC, so there could be an incoming striker.
He did score on his debut in the ISL against Kerala Blasters, but couldn't manage to find the back of the net in the next 6 matches. Just got 3 starts as well in the ISL, Curtis Main. Couldn't produce consistency in his efforts and goals.
Sheraton, of course, one of the most experienced players in the Indian football circuit. Remarkable numbers in the ISL. Continues to have the trust of Manolo Marquez. Almost a comeback season for the senior pro. Retre. At least it's a more open game than the one we saw in the ISL. Both teams completely cancelling each other out. Everyone eager to forget that 0-all very quickly.
Manolo Marquez also mentioned that that was in fact his first draw in his campaign with FC Goa.
Narayan Das. Nicely controlled by Rainier. Good weight on it for Noah as well. Oh, the touch. Just taking it out of play.
That could have been dangerous. Somehow managing to find his teammate there, Sahil.
Noah dinked into his path. They're too high for Boris.
Just tucks in too much, I think, Boris. Maybe if he just provides that run a little bit later, provides that comes in from wider area, could have been a better opportunity.
Carlos Martinez trying to hook it back into his path. Bengaluru firmly playing on the counter right now, weathering the storm, but it was expected. It's a strong go inside.
Play for ball, play for ball.
Harsh. Nicely spread out wide, and Halicharan played in by Roshan. Shiva Shakti waits, it's over him. Tanu was there, so it's an important touch. Sheraton.
An unorthodox clearance there from Sheraton. Too much pace on that back pass from Shankar. Putting his goalkeeper in danger. Javi Hernandez would be important for BFC. He's got 19 goals in the Indian Super League.
Retray. Javi Hernandez, who knows this part of India, having played for Odisha. A bit of an acrimonious exit from the Kalinga Warriors. Another player from whom a lot more is expected in Bengaluru's campaign. It's been a difficult one, having had to part ways with Simon Grayson mid-season. After all the heroics from last term,
and more responsibility on him in the absence of Sunil Chhetri and Ryan Williams today. Of course, Curtis Main also departing. More responsibility of goals and providing goals. And of course, leadership as well.
Damjanovic, slightly awkward at left back so far. Control not a problem now for FC Goa and Manolo Marquez. His opening 15 odd minutes. Completely untroubled, Dheeraj. Wonder if he's made a single touch yet in between the sticks.
He did take a goal kick and now gets his touch as well. Just want to keep him involved, keep him focused and concentrated in the game. It's always good to also play a few passes with the goalkeeper.
Good fight between Carlos Martinez and Jovanovic. The striker comes out on top. Oh, it's a great ball forward for Noah. And Noah almost trying to find the run of Paulo Retray. Good move from FC Goa, this. Sheraton. Kalmakyu.
It was a great ball for Noah, who likes to come in every time he gets those kind of through balls. And that's the reason why I say Boris, if he just comes in from a wider area, will be able to approach the ball a lot better. Because Noah likes to tuck in. And this was another missed opportunity for FC Goa.
Rainier trying the through ball for Carlos Martinez. More of that from Jay Gupta, that ball for Noah Sadawi. That's what Manolo Marquez is trying to add to his game. No problems with physicality, but it's the positioning and the passing forward with the winger, the combination that he needs to work on. Once again, well worked with the triangle. Boris backtracking and controls it on his chest. And then just couldn't find the role of the studs.
Boris has not been able to provide that kind of service inside the box, which has been provided by Noah Sadawi in these opening few minutes. Just loses possession, takes the eyes off the ball, and defender there to take it. With all the possession, FC Goa is enjoying their first, still not managed to play any through balls in the middle. BFC have stayed compact. There have been some services from the wide areas, but nothing through the middle.
Nice touch from Sheraton. And trying to release Boris, who wins a free kick.
Rohit Danu there committing a foul on Boris. Clear push from behind. Gets no touch on the ball whatsoever.
Good position this for Goa to produce something. It's been one-way traffic. The Bengaluru have held on to the red light so far. Retre's ball in. Too high even for O'Day.
Needed a better delivery there from Paulo Retre. Lots of Goa players in the box, but poor quality.
Chirat Sarakosa continuously indicating terms from the sidelines for Bengaluru.
Okay for us. Okay for us. Go. Go, Roshan, go.
Manolo fairly composed, sitting on the bench there. Not as many instructions from him on his side.
He's just walked out off his seat. As soon as you said that, just to come and show a big shrug, just to remind the team that he's watching, even if he's sat on the bench.
An opportunity created again from the middle, plays it wide towards Noah, but too much on that pass from Rainier.
Noah's ball in. Boris in Carlos Martinez's position, and Carlos Martinez was not really waiting for that cross.
Maybe even Sheraton can push forward a little bit when Noah gets the ball, just to add another number, since Boris gets to the middle.
It's a tough one this for Shankar. He's under some pressure, and as well to keep it in play and in Bengaluru's possession. Might have just started an attack as well. Halicharan. Damjanovic.
Open the beat, Danu.
Not a great pass from Damjanovic, but Roshan doing enough to keep it in play.
Rainier for Noah. He will now run. Well stopped once again. Shankar trying to defend his man. Noah's cross in. And Carlos Martinez needed a little bit of a glance on that, but Jovanovic won it cleanly.
A flatter delivery this time from Noah, trying to find Carlos Martinez.
Jai Gupta. Noah Sadawi. Shankar has been the busiest player on the pitch for Bengaluru, continuously stopping those attacks and crossing that has come in from Noah.
And he's matched well against Noah so far. But Boris on the right flank needs to get more active, needs to contribute a little bit more. Everything's coming off that left flank for FC Goa for now.
No problem, Tia, no problem.
Seritin.
Together. Shiva, Khali up. Okay, Khali. Yes, Khali, yes, Khali. Fine.
Noah.
Harsh.
This is the kind of area he likes playing in. Noah Sadawi. Picked up by Paolo Retre. Boris tried to quickly play it back to Retre.
Now some instructions from Manolo.
Close the team. Close team, Alex, close.
High press from FC Goa, trying to win back possession in the attacking third itself.
Danu.
So solid. Carl McHugh and Retre in the middle of the park. Simply no way out for Bengaluru, and they are not the only side to have suffered that consequence against Goa. And throughout the Indian Super League season, ever since Manolo Marquez has joined, they've been very difficult to break down. And even though there's no Sandesh Jhingan, that shape remains the same, the discipline remains the same. Narayan Das has been very good at the back. Not that he's been tested too much, but every time he has been, he's won it in the air. Shiva Shakti, who's fresh from that goal, that equalizer against Northeast United in the ISL in the dying minutes.
Yes. You know, for that.
He's not an easy player to deal with.
Gerard Zaragoza demanding a yellow card there from the referee. Few players from BFC who are on a yellow card, they'll have to be a little bit more careful. Damjanovic, Jovanovic, both the defenders on a yellow from the last game. Long ball forward, but easily played back towards Dheeraj.
Okay, Shiva. No problem, Tia, no problem.
The goalkeeper's trained for that header coming back from centre backs from that kind of an awkward angle sometimes.
Very good.
Yeah, it's about communication. You do that in the training ground multiple times. You build that understanding and communication with your centre backs, your defenders, so that you have more confidence, and the defenders also have the confidence and belief that you'll be there available to collect those kind of back passes.
One of my favorite rules is that you can play it off any other part but your foot back to the keeper. Whoever thought of that, absolute genius.
It makes it more interesting.
And it was brought in, that rule, because football had become slightly boring at one point when back passes were made. And Noah's almost getting that space, but not able to keep the ball taken into his stride like he usually does.
Yeah, just a second touch lets him down. Too much on it and gives an opportunity for Sahil to come out and collect. He had some pressure on him, and that makes it a little bit more harder.
Suddenly space opening up for Bengaluru as well. With Tanu's ball. Bit of a clash. Referee's given it to Goa, and that free kick.
Eyes on the ball for Harvey. Didn't see Jay Gupta there, but Jay Gupta staying brave there. Gets his head on it. He had to clear his lines.
Half an hour gone, more space now down the wings, especially for Bengaluru. They're getting into the groove of things. That's one of their trademarks. They see off the first half an hour, and then they can really stick to their guns and get stuck into games.
And BFC do have a tendency of just sneaking a goal from nowhere, and that's something FC Goa has to be really aware about.
Rainier's ball in. Noah for Carlos Martinez. Noah gets it back. Couple of touches and quickly closed down.
Too long there. Took too long, FC Goa. Noah Sadoi, Carlos Martinez could have taken a shot off earlier. Carlos Martinez obviously not in a great body position, had his back towards the goal when he received the ball. Did set it up for Noah, but he was closed down by Harsh and Roshan. Didn't give him any space to take that shot.
Certainly more of a contest this game now. Rainier for Jay Gupta. Too short. Apologies in case you pick up a few foul words from the touchline, whether in Spanish or English. Rainier, good touch and turn. Carlos Martinez has eyes on the ball, but so does Sahil.
Rainier just took a lot of time there. Could have played it earlier towards Noah or Carlos Martinez. Decided to play the ball back, and that just gave an opportunity to BFC to organize the defense and read that pass.
Seritan. Boris. Big game coming up in the evening as well. Odisha already with 3 points up against Interkashi. Retre just shrugged away by Fanai. He'll feel good about that. Another young midfielder. Seritan expertly making sure Danu doesn't get there, but a very risky pass then setting up Javi Hernandez. And what was that all about? Everyone asking questions of Seritan.
Yeah, and Oday not happy with that pass from Seritan. This pass makes no sense. Why would you play inside your penalty area? That kind of risky pass when you know there are BFC players closing down. What an opportunity for Javi Hernandez. It could have been a big advantage there had he found the back of the net.
Could have taken some time as well. The ball just came suddenly onto him and obviously onto his stronger side, but imagine if he taken a touch, and maybe that's what he's telling himself as well.
I think Javi knows that if he had taken a touch, he would have quickly been closed down by Oday or Narayan. Did make sense to go first time, but of course needed a better connection. And sometimes the idea is also to test the keeper, to just catch him a little off guard, because they're a little unaware when your own defender has the ball. You're not ready to react to a shot.
It seems like Manolo Marquez might have to make a change. Sheraton hurting himself in the process of making the challenge on Fanai. Lots of onlookers. Everyone sitting together, from the chief referee, assessor, to the East Bengal think tank, to Bengaluru's staff as well. Nice intimate affair in Odisha this. Carlos Quadrat thinking about the derby on the 19th.
That'll be an important clash, because that match will decide which team progresses to the semi-final. Thangboy Singto also there, watching the proceedings.
Sheraton seems fine. Tough player, Sheraton. Should be able to continue. Halicharan. Halicharan's shot could fall to Danu, who's offside. Saved by Dheeraj anyway.
BFC now putting some pressure on FC Goa defence. Harley now this time took a shot, came off the defender, fell for Rohit Danu, who was in an offside position.
Flip a ball, no foul, no foul.
But this is what makes BFC so dangerous. They might not create a lot of opportunities, but every time they do, it always asks question of the opponent's defense. It always looks like they're about to score in few opportunities that they might create.
Uday gets a touch onto that. Retro had to move it quickly because Shiva Shakti was onto him. Carlos Martinez for Boris. And Boris just couldn't keep it in. The ball scampers away from the surface.
Was way ahead for Boris. That pass from Carlos Martinez. He's got that pace, but not enough to get to that ball.
Halicharan covering ground. Roshan looking into the box. Sahavi's arriving as well. Sheraton clears. Here's Harsh. Carlos Martinez. Rainier. Noah is in space.
Roshan, go! Roshan, go!
Noah's cross. Once again, Shankar dealing with it.
FC Goa just becoming a little bit predictable there. Every time the ball is earned in the midfield, it's usually played towards Noah. It makes it easy for the defenders to read those passes and adjust and organize themselves accordingly.
Could be an
Opportunity for Mohammad Yasir to come in and show what he's got on that right flank.
Sheraton.
Javi, cuidado, Javi. Javi, el 4. Be careful inside. Be careful, Kali.
Rainier.
Fanai, be careful, Fanai, behind. Fanai, behind.
Well read there by Rohit Danu. Farai not ready to receive that back pass from Rohit. Could have been dangerous, but gets away with that.
Flow the team, Alex. Alex, flow.
Tight half.
Flow.
Even though many will argue Goa in control for most of it, Bengaluru have clawed their way back again, putting some pressure. But now Carlos Martinez has it.
Good shot.
Noah.
Good shot.
Noah's shot was blocked by Shankar, who's been standout at the back for Bengaluru.
Not shot again. Very good, guys.
A quick feed from Rainier. Too quick for Carl McHugh to understand.
Alex, flow, team, Alex. Shankar, flow. Alex, flow. Alex, flow. Flow, team.
Gerard constantly giving instructions to his team. He did mention in his interview that he likes to control things both on and off the pitch. Maybe just tries and wants to control every pass and every movement of the players on the pitch.
Second ball, Khalid. Second ball. Yes.
Rainier.
No problem, inside. Rocha, inside.
And Noah just checking his
No
run.
problem, inside.
And Jovanovic clears.
Press, Khalid. Come on, Khalid, come on. Come on, Farai.
Jay Gupta is inside the box. Oh, good little ball inside as well. Great run, steaming in.
Medical. Yeah, go.
Jay Gupta doing well to skip past a few challenges, beats a couple of BFC players, but couldn't find a player in orange jersey in the final pass.
And Damjanovic has gone down just inside the field of play. Clutching his hamstring.
Alex. 4-4-1. Okay? Say.
Zaragoza just making sure the team goes into a 4-4-1 shape in case they lose Damjanovic for a couple of minutes.
Start करना.
4-4-1, guys. Ready?
Start करना. 10-3 is okay, Kundu.
Come on, Zapto.
Kundu. 3 minutes okay.
Javi, acuérdate, 4-4-1, está en el medio. Not
Noah.
ball. Shot.
Harley doing the defensive duties on that occasion, tracking back.
Boris.
Through the legs of Rohit Danu, but couldn't manage to find Sheraton.
Another frustrating half in front of goal for both the teams. Javi Hernandez with that chance presented to him by Sheraton for Bengaluru. Goa had one when Carlos Martinez tried to turn in Noah's cross. A couple of other chances as well. And Jay Gupta entered the box, so did Noah.
Khalid, second ball, Khalid, run.
Noah twice culpable now of not controlling the ball properly as he was approaching the goal, getting too excited, too eager.
Okay, ready,
But he is their main outlet, and here he is now. Towards Carlos Martinez. Boris setting up Retre. Good block from Damjanovic. Kept in play by Boris. Retre once more. Rainier trying to play the 1-2, getting it wrong.
Noah again with that supply. Wanted to find Carlos on the run, but couldn't get the clean connection, Carlos Martinez. But it did fall for Boris to provide and set it up for Rattray, who had to keep it driven and on target.
Shouts for penalty. O'Day making the challenge on Shiva Shakti.
Roshan with a run down the flank manages to find Sivasakti, but well defended O'Day. It's hard to beat him in the defense. The win against Jamshedpur did come off a penalty, which Javi Hernandez converted. That was the only win under Gerard Zaragoza.
Difficult to come in mid-season. But they chose Gerard Zaragoza because he's already been part of the Bengaluru setup. Now he comes armed with a pro license, which means he can take charge of the team as head coach.
Still early days for him, but a decent start. Did get 4 points out of 6 in the ISL. He did mention that they might be looking to get a few players in this transfer window. And they need to get strikers.
Carlos Martinez, Rainier. And a tussle, needs some help. Help comes in the form of Rattray. And here's Seriton. Thought about it first time, then takes a touch. Sends in something measured, but Shankar's there to clear it again as the half-time whistle goes. 3 halves